Hi, my name is Terry. My username across the internet is Surpassing Google, and I'm also on Hive as Surpassing Google. That's my username on there as well. Hive is a blockchain based social network platform. It's content based, but it's very social as well because it has a community that is reputable. Amongst other things, this community is incentivized to be reputable. Yes, because Hive has a rewarding system as well, to where participants are rewarded for staying reputable, for maintaining a measure of reputation. Besides that, it rewards content. Altogether, it rewards value. So, some of the value, even value that is created outside of the platform, may be rewarded on the platform. Being based on blockchain, it is very beautiful in what it can accomplish. Amongst other things, it removes some of the barriers that are in existence on mainstream internet. For example, one barrier, especially for content creators, is IP location. The way data is stored on Hive is on, random servers located in a variety of locations, making the content stored of it sort of untraceable and giving it a chance to rank in the search engines regardless of IP location. But besides it being removing barriers to entry from content creation, it also removes barriers to entry from content curation. I feel that content curation is a very important part of content as a whole. It's underlooked, underutilized, but very important. It's important that content deemed as constituting of value is able to attain visibility. Yes, on platforms like Hive, because there is an incentive to curate content. There is a possibility that your content, regardless of your IP location, regardless of your social status, gains visibility. Not only on the platform itself, but also on the search engines by virtue of the way content is stored, as I mentioned earlier, on different IP locations. Yes, so there's that. Another aspect of content that's very important is content promotion. Content promotion is tied to content curation. Curation in itself is a form of promotion. When you're able to curate content, you're incentivized to curate content. There's a tendency that you will have assessed this content, accessed it as well, in a bid to have determined it as shareable. So content promotion is one other aspect of content that's very important that the Hive blockchain-based social media removes barriers from. Unlike what you have obtainable on mainstream platforms like Facebook. Yes, one pertinent difference is that on platforms like Hive, your content automatically has a chance of ranking in the search engines. But Facebook, most of the content on there is internal to Facebook, mostly for friends and family. So, yes, these are some of the beautiful aspects of Hive and some of what it means to me, because content is very key in my journey, in the evolution of each of my innovations. I'm an innovator. I love to dream and to create enterprises, and gift it to the world. And content is very key. My username is Surpassing Google. Some of that tells you of serving the search engines. So yes, that is one very beautiful aspect of Hive that is of utmost pertinence to me. Besides that, there's also information, a measure of decentralization of information. That's very important, because for the human evolution, knowledge is needed, access to information is needed. Not only access to information pertaining to you, but open access to information about the entire globe, about as many people as possible. We all need mirrors, even to establish our beauty, we need to see beauty in others. Now, what this does is, because of decentralized nature of the way data is stored on the Hive social media platform, everyone has access to the same information that every other person using the platform has. Access to it, and this gives us a larger bulk of information tangible to our evolution. Let's use Facebook for an example. While the likes of Mark Zuckerberg has information about us, we do not have any information about him. To that effect, he can hold us accountable. We cannot hold him accountable in return. He can manage to influence us because he has access to knowledge about us. In some cases, knowledge about us more so than we have come to know about ourselves. This is power, because, like it said, knowledge is power. Blockchain avails information to everyone. So, assuming Mark Zuckerberg was on Hive, we would have insight into as much information as he has of us. We will have had about him, empowering us, giving us a chance at being able to influence him, the same as he's able to do towards us. Anyway, that aside, it's very powerful when you have a public ledger of information. It's very powerful. Now, another thing is Hive. Yes, tied to open access to information is its use as CCTV into the true state of the world. This is very important. At least to me, it's very important that I am able to gain insight into the true state of the world, away from the painted reflection of the world, the painted narratives of the world that exist in the books, in media and all that. I'm able to, because I now have open access to information, open access to, a community of people who are in a state of evolution. I'm able to gain further insight into the true state of the world. According to me, the world is measured in terms of humans, more so than infrastructure or technological advancement. That's according to me. So, Hive manages to rendezvous people from all walks of life, all locations. On there, they're in a state of evolution, trying to mine of their brain. They respond to stimuli in different ways. It's a social platform, so people exchange social spirit, and this is very powerful in terms of giving me insight into the state of the world. If you're someone that innovates and you think about the world, you think of possible solutions for issues that are obtainable in the world, and this will be of pertinence to you. So in some cases, I'm there on Hive just to pay attention to humans, down to their very elements, and gather information about the world. That's very powerful. I say so because I also like to build projects, and projects that I'm hoping is able to shine more light into the world, light in terms of the shine of humans. So it's very beautiful when I can explore Hive and understand people, understand life and humans better, and all that. So I apologize, I'm a bit disoriented, but you get my gist. So CCTV into the true state of the world. Then altogether, Hive constitutes a home, among other things, content is very special to me, I use it as a means to consciously evolve, of myself. So content for me is not, I don't publish content entirely to garner an audience. I'm usually my primary audience. So content means a lot more to me than just a publication. It's very spiritual in my case. An avenue to consciously evolve, an avenue to gain unadulterated feedback from an open community, and an avenue to sift, to create a stimuli that others can respond to. I may also use it as a sifter, to direct exact like minds towards me. So sometimes you may see my publication is 70-minute read. Where there's potential that people will circumvent it because of its length and perhaps its depth. But whoever decides to do some digging and pay attention to my undertone in those publications may end up reaching out to me. And when they do reach out to me, they constitute exact like minds. Now, we're not talking like minds, we're talking exact like minds, the broader type. So content is very, very of much pertinence to me. Yes, another thing is spiritual side. This may come out as bizarre, but that's it for me. I don't see humans as ordinary. According to me, humans are unordinary. The world likes to paint, in today's world, the painted world, I'm not talking of the real world, humans do lose value. Hive is an avenue for me to return value to humans. Even if just courtesy of my own evolution or courtesy of the knowledge I garner from my exploration of Hive and put into my innovations. I got distracted. I digressed a bit. Anyway, I was just saying spiritual because it manages to rendezvous humans, and humans who are in a state of evolution. That's very powerful. Spiritual events occur. Humans have that side to them, especially when they're in a state of evolution. When you are trying to mine of your brain, unknown to you, you mine other, deeply rooted aspects of your human. You tap into your spirit, your being, and these are some of the things you manage to relate in your publications. And perhaps unknown to you, but to me, that's of value. So when I consume content, not only content, reaction on Hive, there are other forms of action besides content creation. You're able to like a post, that's an action. You're able to reesteem a post, that's an action. I tap into the spiritual side of these things, and it's very powerful. And I managed to grow from it to draw inspiration from it, to, draw fire and some invincibility from it. So, yes, so that's another thing that Hive is to me, a spiritual place. There's more to say. Hive also constitutes an entire bank. Whether it's illusionary, it's a valid illusion in my case. As people want to give money an unnecessary place in society, I try to relegate the place of money, put it as the smaller things, and own the bank instead. So I feel like I own a bank by virtue of my Hive wallet. Yes, you can do everything that a bank does. Transfer, fast transactions, accountability, audits, and all that. You see, so I own a bank. Then Hive I'm hoping that in the near future it manages to ship out a certain protocol similar to SMT, which allows you to create your tokens and in association with a decentralized application. I have some of those dApps. And considering that Hive is a blockchain, besides the social media aspect of it, it's also a blockchain or a technology whereupon you can build applications. So, in due time, I'm hoping that they begin to offer the protocol that allows you to create your token so that I can attach a token to my own innovations, my own dreams. But that's a bit, if you are new to Hive, you may not know these things. So I will not go into too much details regarding this. Altogether, I'll put a summary and some additional points underneath. I'll write a small publication. The reason I'm doing a video is because I'm not physically fit, and usually in publications I end up writing publications that are very lengthy. So underneath this video you'll find some bullet points summarizing what I said in this video and adding some additional points that I didn't mention. So I'll stop the video here. Thank you for being here. You can find me on Hive as Surpassing Google. I also have a witness on Hive called Steam Gigs. Kindly support it and connect with me. Leave me a comment and let's converse. I'm your boy Terry. Make sure to stay awesome.